All right. Now, there's something I want to teach you about exploring that I didn't mention earlier. When you are exploring a house like this, obviously I could walk up along the side of the building, and I could go right around the corner. There's a risk with this corner, right? What's the risk with this corner that's not present at the other one?
They could be hiding right there where you can't see around the 2D world we live in.
Bingo. Now, even here, though, where I can see the side of the house, there could be an undead there, but I wouldn't notice him because he's not in my line of vision yet. You with me? The game wouldn't display that the zombie was there.
Right, and if they're not making any noise.
Now, if he was there, and I were to walk just like this, remember how earlier I taught you about the free attack he would get on you coming through that window?
Yep.
The same thing could happen right here.
He'd slurp you right up.
Even though all I did was this, he'd be able to get a free attack on me. So I normally recommend when dealing with corners, either one of these corners, that you do this maneuver. Usually do not recommend hugging a corner when you pass it unless you know that corner is totally safe, okay?
Right.
This door is open. Now, if there's an alarm on this house, opening the door or the window will not set it off, but stepping into the building will.
Oh, I did not know that.
To answer the question in chat, there's nothing like coolers. Is there a better way to keep the food fresh when transferring stuff? There is no better way. There are coolers in B42 by default. As far as I can tell, they don't keep the food any colder. I see another zombie by the house we just searched. We're gonna start by dispatching him, and I'm gonna try and show you, if I can, fence fighting. All right, I got his attention. Notice when he walks over the fence, he collapses. I want to show you that from this direction. Watch him. See, he falls over. One more time. Sometimes they'll lunge at you. That is enough to kill you. That lunge can knock you down. Most likely, it's going to result in a bite to your shin or your foot. You understand? Watch out behind you. You got a friend. Take the one in red. Yep, I got the one in black. Perfect. Are you tired or hungry?
Yeah.
Both of those reduce your effectiveness in melee combat. The tired has a much greater impact than the hungry, okay? All right, we're gonna drop this stuff off, and we're gonna get some rest. I'm gonna put the guns on the table, because these are heavy, 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 heavy.
How'd you put that on the table?
Just like earlier when we put the alarm clock down, I right-clicked the item in my inventory, and I said place.
I did not even think to do that with a...
Yep. 1 out-of-game hour is 1 in-game day by default. It should show you, though, if you click your health and go to info tab.
1 day and 20 hours.
There we go. 1 out-of-game hour is 1 in-game day by default. I like to play with a modified setting where 2 out-of-game hours is 1 in-game day, but that is not the default. Okay, so let's go into the map real quick. I just want to point this out because I forgot to point it out earlier. In the bottom right of your map, you've got a button that has 4 squares. Do you see that?
Yep.
When you click it, what happens?
It flattens the map.
Bingo, okay? A lot of people in this game, because the game is isometric, they have trouble telling north from south. That makes it a little bit easier for you. I prefer the map to be in that flattened version where I always know what is north. So I just wanted to let you know that you can do that. Oh, here's a good thing. If you click on your foraging menu, the magnifying glass, now you can see the sun in the sky. You see it?
Yep.
That's useful when you don't have a watch. All right, we're gonna open this door and fight this guy. I'm gonna leave it to you. Right after you open the door with E, I want you to hit space to shove him. Immediately after you open the door. Perfect. Orient yourself. Perfect. Stand on him. Perfect. First aid kit. It's got a bandage, scissors, suture needle holder, and alcohol wipe. You can see that the scissors are in the first aid kit. Now you understand part of why I had you favorite the scissors on you. It's going to allow you to cut up clothing quicker for bandages if you had to do it, okay? The suture needle and the suture needle holder are for treating a deep wound if you were to catch one. You can catch a deep wound from another player stomping on you, from glass cutting you wide open, from a bullet going into you. There are numerous ways to catch a deep wound. Deep wound is even worse than a laceration. It can kill you very quickly if left untreated. More importantly than a laceration, which will heal on its own, a deep wound must be sutured in order for you to heal from it, okay? Finding this first aid kit and this suture stuff is really good for us. We've got at least one undead outside. I hear him. Oh! There's a big group. All right, I just pulled them away from the door so that you're safe to come out. We're going to encounter them in the road. What did you notice about the shrub, by the way?
Oh, it slows you down.
Yeah. All right, so to separate this group, keep back. Yeah, see what I'm doing? I separated them a little bit.
Oh, no! Oh, my God.
All All right, take inventory of your health. How bad is it?
Laceration.
On.
Left forearm.
Okay, we need to bandage it. Remember, I have the first aid kit right here. It's gonna go at your feet. There's a bandage inside of here. Right click on your health now that the bandage is near you. And if you have a disinfectant, disinfect the wound. Bandage it as quickly as you can. You barely bleed from a scratch. You bleed much better from a laceration. Are you bandaged?
Yep.
All right. 25% chance because that wound came from a zombie that you're infected. Now, you know about walking. You know about crouching. Surely you've played with the shift key to learn about jogging. But do you know about sprinting, running?
I suppose not.
Watch me. I'm walking. This is a jog. Now this is a run. Oh, for some reason I can't do it. I think I'm just too tired. Normally you would hold shift and alt in order to sprint or run. You can try it if you'd like. Yeah, there you go, there you go. I would not recommend sprinting unless you are in dire straits. There's two inside, they're coming towards me now. Get ready. I'm standing on her, I'm fighting him. Just keep an eye on my back. Back up, back away from me. We've got multiples. I want you to run to the house. Escape.
Oh, you whore!
Run to the house, leave me. Look at your inventory, make sure, or your health, make sure you're not bleeding from the neck. Is it a bite?
No.
What is it?
I got another laceration.
That's okay, it happens. Did you make it back to the house?
Yeah.
Is the only bandage you have dirty?
Yeah.
Take those scissors. Come in here to this bedroom. Did you bandage yourself?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. There's two dead guys in the front yard, but one of them has some really cool stuff on. Actually, both of them have cool stuff. One of them has a huge hiking bag. Now, that machete is a proper weapon, unlike that hammer that you're holding, but right-click and equip primary on the machete.
I was gonna say that is most often how I have gotten killed so far, is I get into a little bit of a janky position where I'm a little bit like diagonal from a zomboid and it gets me. I try to move or I attack it or something and then it gets me.
At this point in the game, if you see more than one, I would recommend avoiding that fight.
Right.
In a situation like that where we were surrounded, getting the f out of Dodge, basically. And what I did was, you see that fence down there to the east? I led them around the fence, kind of like this. I just walked around it. They followed me. And once I was sure they were all around the fence, I walked up to the fence like this, and I hit E. Go ahead and try that. It says it, Queasy.
No.
Your wound is infected.
Yeah.
It's just telling you the wound is pussy. Luckily, the next place we're going will have such things, or it might.
So now we're just walking out in the open and you're not crouched.
Because we've killed the zombies nearby.
Okay. You don't do that just to increase your stat,
You won't increase it unless there are zombies nearby.
but it just always did.
No, you'll only gain sneaking XP if you're sneaking when there are zombies nearby. That fence to my right over there should have zombies on the other side of it, and there's at least one here. Trying not to attract any more friends. I'm opening this window. I'm going in. Lots of medical stuff here. Technically, we want all of it, but what we really want is painkillers for your wounds, antibiotics. Those are the gems.
Clear in here. There's only 2 zomboids and there's about 18 of them.
Yeah, that's almost what happened to us at the grocery store.
Right in here. And they made me a soggy bottom boy. Right quick, fast, and hurry.
The last thing we're going to loot from this place are the curtains. That will turn them into sheets that we can hang up as curtains at our house. But what I want you to do instead is go to the furniture menu, the pickup, and I want you to say pick up curtain on this curtain. If we take the curtain, it will convert it into a sheet that we hang on over our windows. But if we take the curtain, as you just did, it's now a curtain in your inventory, which we can put to look nicer on our windows back at home. Sometimes the car key will just be literally within maybe 6 feet of the car, but I don't see it. If there's a zombie in the house, he might have the key. We're gonna check the house.
Oh my god.
Ah, there he is. You found him.
I gotta change my shorts. It looks like someone was trying to move in.
Yeah. You see there's a for sale sign in the front too. Here we go. Found it. All right. All right, leave. We're hauling ass. Follow me. We're gonna hop this fence with E. That's gonna bring every zombie from the whole neighborhood. All right, now, the zombies are no longer attracted to that house now that the alarm is done, but they've been shuffled, you know what I mean? So areas that you and I previously thought were clear, like the grocery store, may no longer be. But you did good. We actually got out of there very quickly and efficiently without any injuries. We have a friend at the house. Oh, we got 2 more friends. They saw me. I'm gonna take the fight in the front yard.
There's a lot in the backyard.
Oh, there's so many headed this way. All right, I'm back. I had to leave them away. There were just too many. I went out there to encounter the one with the bag that I saw. He was outside your bedroom window here. Oh. Sometimes in multiplayer, you'll notice these doors just open. It's like a lag thing. I'm not sure what it is, but if you lock the door, it won't happen.
Yeah, I heard the door open, but I did not see you.
So all the progress we've done of clearing the neighborhood has been reset by that alarm. Anywhere that we previously thought was safe. This is an important Zomboid tip that you and I previously thought was safe, except the interior of this house is no longer safe. Sadly, we didn't get a key to this thing, which means to get into it, we're gonna have to break a window.
Now I've got the burglar skill, but that's
Right.
not gonna help with breaking into the car.
Yeah, that's correct. Burgling will help us hotwire the car, but unfortunately, burgling won't help us get into the car. The only way for us to get into that car now, technically there are two ways. One, we could go bait a zombie, lead him into this house, and kill him inside the house. The odds that he spawns a key for the house or the car are great. Option number two, and this is normally what I do, is we're gonna have to break a window of one of the car windows, and then we can climb into that seat and unlock all the doors. So we're gonna come to this back window here. You're gonna see a green, there's two. There should be the first one for the driver's side, and then the second one for the back window. You wanna be at the back window, green under your feet, and then you're gonna hit V and then smash. I'm gonna stand way back. Now hit E to climb in. Now hit V to change seats. And then on the dash is a button that unlocks all the doors.
Is this like the kid that's pulling
Yes.
the door?
Yeah, that was what I was doing. Now, what respawns means in the default is if you leave an area for a certain amount of time, undead will respawn. Like if we went across town and came back, zombies will have respawned here potentially. Oh, by the way, don't look under there.
Underwear, got it. When you pulled that on me when we were playing World War Z, yeah.
So these are storage. Now, technically, we could stand here with our weapons. Earlier, I found a screwdriver that I've been holding on to. I'm actually going to give this to you. Hold on. Do you still have your hammer?
Yeah.
Now, if you come to this door and you right-click, you'll have the option to disassemble. Back up immediately when you're done. We don't know that the interior is safe, and you're making a lot of noise doing this. All right, come on in.
To do it, but without any, I didn't make any material.
Yeah, that's okay. We really just wanted it out of our fucking way. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Okay, so these are also storage units. That zombie that's beating on that, if we stop hearing that tick, tick, tick of him beating, you can expect him to come through this door and fight us. So keep your ears open. But we have another zombie in one of these doors. I know it because I hear him groaning.
Ooh.
So we're going to do the shove technique. Oh, found him. Here he is. You see? Would you like the honors? I'll watch our door over here, our back. Very nice. We're just grabbing whatever we can. Hey, check this room out.
Oh, wow, it's a generator.
So
Yes,
we've
sir.
already succeeded on our quest. Now, the reason why I brought you to this facility for this goal is to also teach you that the best place to find generators are these storage units. The storage units have the best chance of finding generators. Nice. Well, you know what that means. This way. Oh, watch out around that corner. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about me. Now, I'm sure you noticed when we were running, you can jump over these. There is always a chance when hustling, running, that you trip, that you fall, that you drop your weapon, that your glasses or your hat fall off your face. And these hedges, even though they look safe, moving through them, just like moving through a tree or a bush, does risk catching a scratch or a laceration. Look across the road there at the construction site where we just were.
Oh, holy.
We have to clear this out. All right, he is dead. Oh, this is a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I have the Axeman trait, I believe. No, I think it's from Brawler or Strong. All right, there's a key in here. Let's see. Negative. No gas. Now, cars like this, by the way, have an additional benefit. You see?
Yes.
I can also make it do this. And yes, that does attract the undead. As you can see from that horde coming towards us.
Oh.
And another one over there. Stay in the open if you have to. Retreat behind the vehicles. Oh, hey! What do you notice about this house just below us to the right?
It's survivors.
Yes, it's been boarded up. There's gonna be good loot in there.
Oh, you. Oh, my God. That's
Is it a bite?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Step out of the car, rip up some of these fabrics on these undead. Where did she bite you?
Right for her.
So, at least on my screen, and there is some desync with multiplayer, so maybe it's not correct. But what I saw was when you were fighting her like this, and let's say you were her and I'm you, at some point you did this, turning your side to her and kind of your back. Anytime your back, this side of you is seen by a zombie, or this side of you is seen by a zombie, the attack that it does on you has a double % chance to be a bite, okay? So you bandaged it up. Are you good to go?
Yeah, for now. I think I have a bad tendency to zoom out too far during fights sometimes too. It doesn't help me. I have situational awareness and know what I'm up against, but then get all cocked up and confused.
Yeah, the problem with looking around behind you, this is why we always fight in the open. And these fences are really helping us because the zombie can't really rush us. He has to trip over the fence. So, which is why I chose this spot for us to fight. And I think you've killed like half of these, huh? So this is probably more Zeds than you've ever killed at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing good. But this is how zoomed in I like to be for a fight so that I can really see the specific. I don't spin and turn around and look unless I'm between fights. I've dispatched all the zombies. Now's my chance to do a 360. Keep a head on a swivel. A good thing to know too, because if you ever have so many, if there is a zombie on 3 sides of you, any one of the 3 land an attack, they will immediately do what's called a drag down, meaning they will literally pull you to the ground and eat you alive. You'll catch 10 scratches or lacerations or bites all at once. It'll kill, it's death. So it's a very good idea not to let zombies on multiple sides of you, which is why, remember in the beginning when we were talking about skills, and I said that nimble skill was incredibly important, because nimble is what allows you to fight while you're backing up, the speed of your backup. When you fight, it's better not to shove and fight forward, but to fight backwards if you can. Oh, here's one. Nice. Remember, every time you load into this game, it gives you a little reminder. You remember?
This is the way you die.
Yes, this is how you died, man. It's the story of Zomboid. Every person, every character in this game dies. It's just the nature of the game, man.